here today, kind of an exciting day. We're going to try something new on the farm. We are going to try to raise baby chicks. So I've done all my full Google research, and so what we're going to do is we're going to take some of the recently laid eggs that are in the hen house, and we're going to put them in an incubator, and supposedly in 3 weeks we will have baby chicks. So the incubator that we bought yesterday is right here. So according to my extensive research, it's supposed to be somewhere around 99.5 degrees, and I've noticed that this incubator fluctuates anywhere between about 98, 99, and 100. Those egg holders there are basically egg turners, and so they rotate the egg so the embryo doesn't stick to the side of the shell. We'll go ahead and move them and see if we can get their eggs. They don't particularly like being moved, but they will. And so, yeah, you can see there that we've got 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, about, I don't know, 14 eggs or so. So here we are inside the shop, and we are going to test our eggs to see if there's any baby chicks in there. We're about 7 days into, 8 days into the first 14 that we put in the incubator, and then we got another 14 that have been there about 4 or 5 days. And the idea is you shine a light through the egg, and if there's something dark or a mass in there, then you have the beginnings of a baby chicken. You got the eggs here that are moving around in the egg turner, and we got our box here that we're going to set the egg on this box. So the idea is this is a dark spot. The light will shine through that hole into the egg. For example, if you set an egg here, you shine the light through it, and if it's clear all the way through, then it's not fertile. But if there's a mass of some darkness there, then it would be a fertile egg. So here we are. We've got an egg, and you can kind of see that. See how this light is shining through part of it, but not all of it, and so that would mean it's a fertile egg. So this would be an egg that is not fertile. We tested out 28 eggs, and they all had that mass. So we'll test them again in about a week. The total time in the incubator is about 3 weeks, and we'll see if the mass is still there. But we could end up with a bunch of baby chicks. We were hoping to get a few, but maybe this incubator works better than we thought. This is day 15. We put the first 14 eggs in there a week ago yesterday, and then we put the second 14 eggs in probably maybe 12 days ago. So we're going to test them all out to see if they are still doing their thing. I'm going to take this lid off, and you can see how on the top there is something in there. So that one has got some darkness at the top. You can see this one is very dark. Let's test out the ones that are a few days younger. That one's really dark. That one's dark. So yeah, it looks like there's a lot of them that are continuing to progress. I really don't know what a bad egg looks like at this point. So yeah, we'll just keep on going through the process, and in another week, we should be able to see if anything happens. We're over 3 weeks into the chicken hatching experiment, and in the incubator, I'm going to show you here how much progress we've made. We actually had the first set of eggs. They still haven't had any progress. We're probably, like I said, day 23 or so, and they're supposed to start hatching on day 21. But the other ones that we put in exactly 3 weeks ago are starting to hatch. So here we go. Here's the incubator. This is about 3 weeks after we put in the second set of chickens. But the ones that we put in first, we put in about 23 days ago. So we got a couple little chicks you can see inside there that have hatched. And one is ready to come out of the incubator. and the other one is just hatched, and he's still a little fresh. So funny that these eggs on this side have not seen many signs of hatching, but the ones over here seem to be progressing. So we're going to take this one out, this one little guy out here, and we'll put that little chick over here in his new house, temporary housing here. It's nice and warm, and then we'll he's not quite dry, so you can keep the chicks in the incubator for 24, 36 hours after they're hatched. But this one just hatched today, a few hours ago, so we're gonna let him stay in there a little longer and kind of dry out. We started out about 3.5 weeks ago trying to grow some baby chickens. We put 28 eggs into the incubator right here, and we ended up with 6 chickens that hatched, which was a huge disappointment. We had about, I bet you a dozen or so that partially grew but never hatched. So it's not that it didn't work, but for whatever reason they didn't come out of their shell. But we ended up with 6 chickens that hatched, one of which didn't make it. So now we have 5 chickens. Here are the 5, and you can see we got you know, they're a little skittish, but this one here was the very first one that laid. So this is the oldest one. He's about a day older than the rest of them, and got a little black spot on his head. We got one black one in here, so he's the littlest guy, and he's the second or third one born. So yeah, kind of crazy how an egg turns into a life. But these guys are all healthy, eating and drinking, and in a few months, a couple months or so, we'll be able to put them out in the hen house with the rest of the chickens. There you go, 5 new chickens, and hopefully more to come. Thanks for watching.